We have a quick round of some showers moving through the evening tonight, but after that, we have a pretty mild rest of the week going into the weekend as well. We haven't really had a pleasant weekend the past few weeks, so it's going to be a nice one to definitely take in before we have some colder weather on the way next week. And that colder weather could lead to, believe it or not, our first good chance of snow showers. I mean, this is still a week out, so we're going to take it with a grain of salt, but there's the possibility that some of us could be seeing a good dusting of snow as we go into the next week. But it's going to be a while. We're still sitting in mild conditions, staying in the 50s through much of the week, so we're going to have only rain coming up as we go into tonight. Those showers that we saw off in Minnesota on radar earlier are still going to stay over there before that front really starts to dissolve and dissipate. As we go later into the evening, we're really only seeing some isolated sprinkles, a lot of it staying over in southeastern Minnesota. Until we get later into the evening, we could see some more showers start to come up to the south here again, mainly south of I-90, but other than that, that's really all we're expecting in terms of these showers. We could see a few sprinkles lingering into more central Wisconsin as we go early in the morning tomorrow. Other than that, really not a lot of action for much of the area. Even now on QPF, we're looking at La Crosse, barely maybe even getting the chance to see a trace of precipitation as we go throughout the night. A lot of it, again, staying off into southeastern Minnesota and over more towards the Milwaukee area. So we're kind of in the middle of that, those two systems coming through. We're getting the drier end of it, although there's still that chance for a few light sprinkles as we go into the evening tonight. And then other than that, for the rest of the week, very mild and dry and quiet conditions to take us into the weekend. Now there is a slight chance to see some showers as we go into Saturday evening, but even those are looking a little bit iffy now. We'll see this low pressure system go off to our north, and that could potentially circulate some moisture down into some of the more northern areas of our viewing area. But other than that, even if we do see those showers, we're really not looking at a whole lot in terms of accumulation. So a pretty quiet weekend overall, and that's going to continue through Sunday and Monday as well until we see this low pressure down here start to slowly make its way up. It's going to get shot up after it moves over the Rocky Mountains going towards the Great Lakes. With all that warmer water up here, kind of is like a magnet to bring those low pressure systems up here for this time of year. And then here we are Monday overnight going into Tuesday morning. That's when we could get a good widespread amount of some rainfall, and that system's going to continue and linger in the Great Lakes region for the first half of next week. As it continues to move out, it could slow down a little bit and stay up here, and if it stays off into our northeast, that's when we could get that northerly flow from the low pressure, and with that moisture that it brings in, we could get a few snowflakes with it with those freezing temperatures. But again, still a week out, a lot of time for it to continue to change as we go throughout the rest of the week, but just something to keep our minds and our eyes on. Here's our lows for tonight, staying mild in the upper 30s. Tomorrow's highs are going to be, again, mild and seasonable, seeing the upper 40s as well. And then a mild end to our week, really not seeing much throughout the weekend until those rain chances come as we go into the beginning of next week.
All right, well, we're both ready for some snow,
I'm
right?
definitely ready for some snow.
We're ready for a little bit, but we want, like, you know, it to come in nicely, right?
Yeah, give us a little tasting of it before we get too much.
We need to warm up, yeah. We've been spoiled so far,
definitely.
so we'll see what happens. Thank you, Nicole.